Hi everyone, welcome to Facebook Live on Ask the Vet on Fridays here at Depto. We're doing a bit of an experiment today. I'm doing a selfie option today, so sorry about the shaky hands. But today we are actually going to talk about dog body condition. And so it was an interesting conversation I had with an owner this morning. They were very concerned that their Kelpie was too thin because other people have commented and said that their dog's too thin, and I have tried to assure that this puppy is actually ideal. So I just wanted to show you what we look for in a dog and what we think of as ideal body weight, both medically and its growth. And this is for any dog, any breed, any age. This is what we're looking for. So we're going to use our little mate here. I'm going to try and switch the camera around. Oh gosh. Now, I found the button. Here we are. Oh, that was a good picture of the bin. So this is our little mate here. Hey, beautiful. He's 5. So here's a Kelpie, and we're in a bit of the shade. We may have to go into the light here. We'll go this way. So first of all, I'm going to show you from above. And what we're looking for here from above is, with a short-haired dog like him, is we're looking for a waist. And as you can see here, there's this beautiful waist sitting behind his last rib cage there. And if we look from above again, we can see that there's that lovely waist, but we've got really good muscle mass and muscle tone here. Nice waist on the sides. And we can see his bottom is nice and curved in. See how we've got a nice angle around his tail. So when dogs get overweight, this can actually become a square across their bottom. And then when we look from the side, see how Cal can point to his lovely tuck up underneath behind his rib. He goes up underneath his ribs there beautifully. And when we look at his chest, we might have to do it from the other side to get away from the light. Can we turn around the other way, mister? Hello, beautiful. Yeah, hello. Is when we look at his chest, you can see here that you can't actually see ribs on the outside, but they're actually very easy to feel when we palpate. But we're actually feeling that there's a cover over his ribs there, okay? So it's not like a xylophone. And when he moves, we can't see their ribs move. If his fur was a little bit shorter, we might have been able to see his rib move. So in fact, Ben could put on a little bit of weight and still be ideal, but he's actually, for a Kelpie of his age and his size, he is actually what we would call a 3 out of 5 body condition. So thank you so much for being a beautiful model today, Mr. Ben. Good job. There we go. So now I'm going to go through the clinic and see if we can find some other dogs and maybe some cats and have a look at body condition and see whether we think they're too thin or too fat. Okay, so we're going in. Thank you so much. So here we go, we're going inside. See you later. So we're going to come here and we're going to try and find some dogs, and we'll look at some puppies, and we might get some help from someone, but we're going to go, we're in the hospital now, and we might get some help from someone. Oh, there's Matt. Hi. We might get this little mate here and we'll have a look and go through the same body condition scoring process. Hey, darling heart. Hey, darling heart. So I'll just turn the camera around. So this is our little mate here who's trying to jump out of the cage. We'll get Isabel to come and hold his head for us. So again, we look at the side-on view and you'll see that we've got a rib cage here. There's a kick up underneath the waist here. We don't look at this bit because that can be full of fat. It's this shape around here. And I can feel ribs. There's not as much of a rib cage visible at the back here, that last rib, as it was with the Kelpie. But I don't know if we can get a view from the above. Are you able to lift him out carefully for me, Isabel, and put him on the ground for me? So we'll do that view from above. Again, so we can see once he's standing straight, there's a definite kick in behind the last ribs here, but he's got good muscle mass around his lumbar spine, and he's got the V above his tail. So so he again is within what we call 3 out of 5 body condition. Thanks, little mate, you've done so well. Okay, just lift him up there carefully, Isabel, and we'll put him back. We actually have a dog anaesthetised here, so I'm just going to show you from underneath here. Sorry, Steve. is when we're lying on our sides, some people get concerned because they can see their last ribs. If you can see this here, that's actually, again, pretty normal. That's what the ideal is. When I feel along the rib cage, I can feel ribs. But over here, we've got a really good, we've actually got a fat pad on this little guy. So we've actually got a fat pad here. So even though when he's lying on his side, he's got a really prominent edge of his rib cage, he's actually got really good muscle mass and he's got a little bit of a fat pad there. So it doesn't matter what size they are, what breed they are. It is all a matter of having a feel, making sure that you can feel ribs along the middle of their rib cage when they're standing, not when they're lying down. We don't want to have, if you're trying to feel rib cages when they're lying down, their fat folds and their skin folds can lie over their area, so you can't feel it as well. So if you've got, I've showed you all short-haired dogs, but obviously the same system works when you've got a long-haired dog. You want to be able to feel ribs down the rib cage, down the sides of their rib cages. When they're standing, you want to feel ribs, but not a xylophone. You want to be able to feel that last rib, feel that kick in behind the last rib from above. You want to be able to see or feel that you've got that shape, that hourglass shape happening. When you stand behind them, you want to see that their tail's sitting there and that their little side bottoms go inwards rather than outwards. And from the side, you want to see or feel that kick up underneath the last rib. Now, if you're getting to the point where you can't really feel ribs down their sides, if you're thinking that you're looking at them and you can actually see a square bottom, so it actually, beside their tail, actually sits out a bit square, and when you're above them, they're looking a bit straight, that means that they're probably a bit over-conditioned, and that means that they probably need to lose some weight. And we've got some really good numbers now that we can give you an ideal weight. We can help you learn how to work out what percentage body fat that there is in your dog by palpation, by feeling, by looking, and then we can actually work out a weight they should be. If your dog's too thin, come in, or if you're concerned they're too thin, get them checked out. Be reassured either that they are perfect, because most dogs unfortunately are overweight. So when people see sometimes dogs that are the correct weight, we actually find that they will then have people saying that they're too skinny, because we're so used to seeing roly-poly dogs. So if you're concerned, always pop in. The nurses can have a chat to you, let you know, reassure you that they're the right weight or the right body condition. We do it by body condition rather than the scales. If you're worried that they're overweight, then we can help you with with helping them lose weight. Oh, thank you, Aslim. That's very nice. And if you have any questions, and if you have anything we want to cover, the body condition works exactly the same in cats. Our goals are exactly the same. It's just a little bit tricky because sometimes they have the hanging dewlap underneath, so they look like they're fat when they're actually skinny. But again, if you're worried about your cat's weight, you can always come in, and one day I'll have some cats around and we'll do the same thing for body condition. Okay, hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next Friday. And I'm not sure, you can make a comment whether you think the selfie versions worked or not. I don't know. Looking at myself is not particularly, is a bit disconcerting. Okay, see you next week. Bye.